Hi, my name is Elle and I'm a cross stitch artist and designer here on TikTok, and welcome back to my How to Cross Stitch tutorial series. Today I'm going to show you how to prepare your floss so that you can get started stitching. Last time we prepared our Aida cloth by finding out where the center of our cloth was and marking it with a little plus sign. On our pattern, that same point is indicated by where these two red lines cross. So these 4 stitches right here in the middle are going to be the same 4 stitches that are touching the point here on the back of our piece. So we are going to start by using one of these symbols as our starting color. Looking at this symbol in the top left-hand corner of where it's touching our center mark, we're going to flip over to our chart and we see that this same symbol is going to be color 817 for DMC. I've already pulled that color out. The number on a skein of DMC floss is indicated down here on the bottom label. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this little tail that's down here at the bottom half and we're going to pull out about 12 to 18 inches worth of floss. It doesn't have to be exact, but especially if you are a beginner, a smaller length of floss is better to start with. I try to fan these out really well so you can see, but each piece of DMC floss is actually made up of 6 individual strands. When you're cross stitching, you are typically only stitching with 2 of these strands at a time. Now, some patterns are going to call for a different number of strands, for instance, 1 strand or 3 strands, particularly if you're working with a different count of Aida cloth. But generally, when you're working with 14 count Aida cloth, you're going to be stitching with 2 strands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 individual strands from this piece and I'm going to separate them from the rest by just gently pulling like that. And now we just have 2 strands by themselves that we can stitch with. To unravel this other piece that still has 4, I just grab onto the end and I just kind of gently run my fingers back down and it like lays flat again. And we just set this aside, we'll use it later. Now, some people are going to tell you that it's improper to start your cross stitching with a knot, but I'm here to tell you that because we're going to be finishing this particular piece in a hoop, it's totally fine to start with a knot. And also, if you're a beginner, this is the easiest way to start your piece, with a knot, the easiest way to start your floss. With that being said, I will teach you some other methods later that might be easier or better for you, but for now, this is what we're going to start with. So we have our knot, and over at the other end, we're just going to thread our needle, and then we'll be ready to start stitching.